Oh my goodness, I look absolutely so crazy right now, but I just got off of work, you guys, and look, your girl wants to start posting more YouTube videos, but my 7 to 4 work schedule, and then going home, and then showering, and household chores, and dinner, and other activities, I'm just like, when do I have the time? And it sucks because it's like, you know, I want to make this the main priority anyways. So I'm like, well, hi, I drive home from work. Why not film then? Gotta really prioritize your time, you guys. Really prioritize it. So, I posted up a video the other day on lessons I learned in 2020, and oh my gosh, honestly, that genuinely was one of my favorite videos because it was just so honest, so truthful, so just raw. It just brought a lot of other awareness into my life too, that I'm like, look, I went through a lot in my life, and I don't find it fair for everything that I went through in my life, and I learned a lesson from it. I literally just cleaned my glasses off already. Oh my gosh. I don't find it fair that I went through a lot in my life, and I learned a lot of lessons, and I haven't shared. Because to me, I feel like the whole point of this life is to help others, support others, be there for others in such a deeper way that sometimes only you can help by coming to a vulnerable spot and like talking like the real deep truth. I don't know if that makes sense. Give me a minute. Hopefully, as I keep talking, it'll make sense. The video that I wanted to talk about today is lessons I've learned, what I have learned in my life, what I had to learn in my life without a parent. As you guys have known, if you've watched my previous videos, I was born and adopted from Guatemala, and my adopted mom, she never got married, so your girl never had a dad in her life. 2, she passed away when I was 17 years old. I'm only 24 now, but you guys, let me tell you something. 17 is such a baby phase in life. You think that you know what you're doing in your life, and if any of you guys are out there and you're 17 and you really are crushing it, oh my god, salute to you. But your girl over here thought she knew what she was doing, and I thought that my life was set and I just already had a lot of knowledge and I was growing, and I know I did. But seeing to the person I am today, oh my gosh, it got crazy. I had to learn a lot. There's so much in life that I had to learn. I had to up my game to figure it out because I didn't have any parental advisory around me. And I know I had adults and peers and somewhat mentors, but even then, like, I feel like I didn't learn a lot. As far as school, that's a whole other situation. It's a whole other story. I obviously had to learn fast without a parent. I had to learn fast how to cook. But not even that. Growing up, and I know my mom never intentionally meant to do this in a harming way, just because she was sick all her time, and so she didn't have much energy to cook. And also just the American lifestyle, you eat a lot of processed foods. So these past few years, I really have been diving deep on learning how to cook from scratch, as well as healthier meals. I've always knew how to cook growing up, but we're talking like the hamburger helper. We're talking about like the dinner, Stouffer's lasagnas heating up and stuff. And thank God I knew how to do like, you know, pancakes and waffles and eggs and chicken. I knew how to cook chicken, you know, and just the main stuff. So I knew how to do that, but it wasn't until these past few years where I really dove deep and hard on cooking healthier meals that actually fills you up, and just utilizing a lot more recipes and ingredients. So cooking was definitely a thing that I had to learn to do without a parent. Grocery shopping as well. Even when my mom was alive, she would a lot of times drop me off in front of the store because she didn't have much energy to go inside the store. So I would step up, and sometimes my sister or whatnot, but a lot of times myself, I had to step up and go inside and do grocery shopping. As an elementary kid in elementary school, I had to do a lot of the grocery shopping. And so it's definitely something you pick up on. Your girl had to become independent, and I know a lot of you guys had to in different scenarios as well. I had to become very independent very fast. So as far as like when it came for me to move out of my hometown up north, Utah, to go to school for my first year, living alone or living away, doing laundry, cooking, cleaning, having to, if anything happened with my car or paying bills or whatnot, having to call, just go in and do things and just step up as the adult. I had that down. I had that down so easy, and to this day I still do. But definitely since my fiance entered into my life, he's definitely helped me a lot on learning to just kind of like give some of that to him and let him do it as like the caretaker, and I definitely appreciate that. But I think for sure not having a parent has really brought me into becoming that independent, like, I don't need no man, I got this, I'm an independent, I can do this, I can do that. Obviously I wanted a man, and thank God I got a man, but it really molds you into becoming an independent person, for sure. You definitely have to grow up fast. Another thing I had to learn without a parent, and your girl is still learning, but thank God it's still better now than never, better now than later. I had to learn how to handle my finances a lot, and I'm learning a lot about the investing life, the stocks life, just the savings life, the high yield savings accounts, and getting into debt and credit cards and everything. I thought I knew a lot, but in reality I feel like I didn't, and it took me multiple times to get myself in debt, and in the past it was not good kind of debt. Now thank God it is good kind of debt because it's a car is what I'm owing back to. But in the past I would just spend and spend and spend, and oh man, if I could go back and tell myself, girlfriend, like, still spend whatever, you know, it was young money, but if I could go back and tell myself to still save some money for the future, I feel like it would be somewhat in a different spot. I don't know, but it definitely would have helped a lot in the long run, and just understanding more of my discipline. So for sure, finances, I had to teach myself. But when I say teach myself on all of these things, you guys, I don't also just mean like literally physically myself. Thank God for YouTube. Thank God for Pinterest, for podcasts, you know, all of that stuff, TV shows, whatnot, just visual learning I did. And then for sure I did have some friends and like older adults in my life at the time that I looked up to and talked and learned with and conversed and just took notes and applied as well. So luckily I had that as well, but again, it wasn't from a direct my mother and my father. It was me going out on my own and having to figure it out. Relationships. That is a huge thing that I had to learn without a parental figure. Oh my gosh, literally God was on my side. I mean, he always is, but like, he was for sure on my side because I had to go through so many toxic relationships, and I'm not even talking about relationships, I'm talking about like one night stands, hookups, all that stuff, all that crap. And it sucks because I feel like I gave myself a low blow. I didn't fully figure out my self-worth, my self-value, my self-love until these past couple of years, because I honestly thought that in order to get a guy, you kind of just had to give yourself easy. And I know that is so, oh my gosh, it hurts. It honestly hurts my young Kayla self to know that that's what I thought was the right thing. But I feel like it's because I didn't have that parental guidance and mentoring to remind yourself and let you know from the very beginning You know, you are so valuable, you are so beautiful, and worth so much more than any other like heartbreaker, toxicity, or, you know, thinking you have to give yourself up so easy, because that's not the case at all. That is not the case at all. Learning to have boundaries is sexy. Learning to have your own morals and standards and beliefs and standing by that, and having your list of what you want in a guy that will benefit the both of you. Like, that is a beautiful, sexy, and mature thing. It definitely took me a lot longer than I wish it would have. But again, I still say, by the grace of Jesus, better now than never. And now even more, thank God, because once I finally took myself out of all that darkness and just horrible phases in life, and really sat down and said, hey, I'm done with all this toxic men. I'm done with all of this physical stuff in a guy. I don't want that crap. And I don't... Y'all, my fiance just called me and it literally interrupted the video. I mean, well, it didn't interrupt because he needed to call. But I am so sorry. I literally don't know where I left off, and I'm almost home. So I'm about to go in the dark garage, and I feel bad. You guys are not going to see me that well. I think I was finishing on just learning how to find the right guy without a parent. I had to figure out that with myself, and again, through a bunch of other examples. Oh my goodness, that car almost hit that chick. Y'all, the city life is crazy. Seriously, you gotta be careful. You gotta watch out your surroundabouts. Hence why I don't like looking at the camera. But honestly, I think I like filming while I'm driving, and I don't say that to try to be dangerous. I say that because I feel like sometimes I struggle looking directly in the camera when I'm originally making YouTube videos. So I feel like having my attention on something else, but I can still just talk and let the words flow. I don't know. I just feel like it makes my videos become more natural. So maybe we'll see if we make this a daily thing, like, oh, car talk, you know, like, let's talk about it in the car. But we'll see. So yes, you guys, finding my self-worth, finding my self-value, and obviously at the end of the day, oh, you cannot see me. Oh, this is bad. Oh no, how am I gonna finish filming this, you guys? I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm not producing the best quality. But obviously when it comes to self-worth, self-value, and everything, you have to, that's an individual thing, and you learn and you'll grow from that. But as well, I still feel like even when you're younger, you still have your parents kind of just telling you, and just like, I still feel like you have your parents guiding you and encouraging you and kind of just steering you in somewhat of a direction, what to look for in guys and what not to look for in guys. And even if you just by seeing that example as well with marriage, seeing your parents is also a huge example of kind of what to look for in a relationship. Just in a relationship. So again, that's another thing I had to learn without a parent. I feel like there's so many more things, but just life. I'll tell you one thing I had to learn without a parent. I had to learn a lot about grieving. What I thought grieving was, I thought grieving after my mom passed away, I thought it was just like a one-time grieve, and I realized I'll still be getting it, like, on a daily. Not, especially last year, it was pretty heavy. I did a lot of grieving with my mom, and at the time it was 6 years after she passed. So that's definitely something I had to go through. But at the end of the day, I am still blessed of where I'm at in life right now, because now I feel like I can help be a source for other people who have lost a dear loved one, especially if it was a parent, because to know that you guys aren't alone in that way, that you're not alone if you have to experience a grief at such a young age, for sure. You're not alone. So yes, you guys, those are my 2 cents on things that I had to learn without a parent. If you guys have any other ideas or any other questions for me, please put them down in the comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. I also realized I accidentally disabled the comments on the last video. I think it's because I said this video was for kids, and apparently you can't comment on videos that's made for kids. So I don't know, that's new to me. I'll see if I can fix it so we can comment on the other video. If not, leave comments on what your guys' thoughts were on the last video. I love you guys so much, truly. Thank you so much for being here on my channel. I feel weird when I say stuff like this, but if you want more content, by all means, you can hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Instagram or TikTok, and let's just hang out. Let's hang out, and if you have questions or anything, by all means reach me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.